All right, let's talk about this wellness trend that's absolutely everywhere right now. It promises to, supercharge your immune system, get rid of that fatigue in just minutes. They call it the Atom Serum Boost. But here's the real question we need to ask. Is this thing a miracle cure, or is it a pretty serious medical risk?
I mean, who hasn't felt completely run down, right? And when you're feeling like that, the promise of an instant energy boost, well, it's pretty hard to ignore. You've probably seen the ads, maybe on social media, for the Atom Serum or the Yellow Serum IV drip, but what in the world are you actually getting hooked up to?
Okay, so here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll dive into the trend itself. Then, we'll look at what's actually inside that drip. We'll cover all the amazing benefits they promise, but also the hidden dangers. And we'll wrap it up with the final verdict from the doctors.
All right, first up, the trend. I mean, how did a medical treatment that you normally only see in a hospital suddenly show up in like fancy wellness clinics on every corner?
So, at its core, this whole thing is just intravenous therapy. You might hear it called Atom Serum or Sari Serum, which is Turkish for yellow serum. And yeah, it gets that color from the B vitamins in it. The whole selling point, the big promise, is that it delivers these vitamins and minerals straight into your bloodstream. It's like taking a shortcut, completely bypassing your digestive system to get a faster, way more potent hit of nutrients.
Okay, so what exactly is in this stuff that they're pumping directly into your veins? Let's take a closer look at the key ingredients.
So you've got a whole cocktail of stuff in here. You've got your B vitamins, which are all about energy. Then there's vitamin C, a powerhouse for your immune system. And you'll often find something called glutathione, which some people call the body's master antioxidant. Throw in some essential minerals like magnesium and zinc, and yeah, you're basically looking at a multivitamin on steroids, shot directly into your bloodstream. Pretty intense, right?
Now, with a list of ingredients like that, you can bet the promises are going to be pretty incredible. And they are. So let's get into why people are literally lining up to get this treatment.
I mean, look at this. The benefits they claim sound like a wish list for anyone living in the 21st century. A boosted immune system, a way to finally fight off that constant fatigue, help with detoxification. Heck, they even talk about glowing skin and instant rehydration. It really sounds like the ultimate quick fix for everything. But you gotta ask, right? Is it just too good to be true?
And this is where we need to hit the pause button. Because while all those benefits sound absolutely amazing, we have to remember this is a medical procedure. It's not like getting a facial. And just like any medical procedure, it comes with risks. Real risks that, honestly, are often downplayed or just flat out ignored.
So you might be thinking, what could possibly go wrong? It's just vitamins. Well, it turns out quite a lot, actually.
Okay, risk number 1, a serious allergic reaction. You could be allergic to any one of the ingredients in that bag. And we're not just talking about a little bit of itching or a rash. We're talking about the possibility of anaphylaxis, which is a severe, life-threatening reaction that needs emergency medical help right away.
Then there's the classic problem of too much of a good thing. See, your body is smart. It absorbs the vitamins it needs from the food you eat. But when you get these super high doses of vitamins that you might not even be deficient in, you can get something called hypervitaminosis. Basically, it's a vitamin overdose, and that can be toxic. It can actually damage your organs. Flooding your system isn't always the answer. And don't forget, something has to process all of this stuff. That job falls to your kidneys and liver. They're your body's essential filtration system. Pumping this high-octane cocktail through them puts them under a ton of strain. And if you have some underlying health issue you don't even know about, that strain could get incredibly dangerous. And of course, we can't forget about the needle. I mean, anytime you break the skin and go directly into a vein, you're opening the door for infection. If the equipment isn't 100% sterile or the place isn't perfectly clean, you could be introducing bacteria straight into your bloodstream. And that can lead to something terrifyingly serious, like sepsis.
Oh, and the list goes on. The rapid infusion itself can mess with your blood pressure, causing it to drop suddenly, which can make you dizzy or even cause you to pass out. Plus, a lot of people report feeling nauseous or getting headaches afterwards. Okay, so on one hand, we've got these incredible promises of energy and health, and on the other, a list of some really serious dangers. So where does that leave us? What's the final verdict here? Is this Atom Serum thing a helpful boost, or is it a harmful gamble?
Well, the truth is, it's all about context. This therapy can be safe, absolutely, but that's when it's prescribed by a doctor for a specific diagnosed medical need and it's given in a totally sterile clinical environment.
It flips and becomes potentially harmful the second it's treated like a casual spa day when it's done without any real medical supervision or in some place that isn't up to medical standards.
And look, there are some people who need to be extra cautious. We're talking about pregnant or nursing mothers, anyone with chronic kidney, liver, or heart problems. You have to be so careful. And if you're taking any regular medication, you've got to think about how this stuff might interact with it. For these groups, talking to a doctor first isn't just a good idea, it is absolutely essential.
You know, when you boil it all down, medical experts are all on the same page about one thing. And it's so important, it's worth saying directly. For any and all questions about your health, you have to talk to your doctor or another healthcare provider. Deciding on your own that you need an IV drip, that is just not the way to go.
So the next time you see one of those ads for an Adam's Serum boost, maybe the question to ask yourself isn't just, man, could I use more energy? The real question is, am I thinking of this as a quick, casual boost, or am I respecting it as the serious medical procedure it actually is? Because that answer, that could make all the difference in the world.